Imagine this. A woman who once held your full attention suddenly senses a shift. The texts aren't as frequent. The calls are shorter. The effort fading, and then it hits her. You've lost interest. This realization? It's a storm of emotions for her. Confusion, hurt, self-doubt. But here's the twist. Her reaction tells you everything about who she really is. Will she chase you, trying to win back what's slipping away? Will she step back, holding on to her dignity, knowing her worth? Or will she play the game, hiding her true feelings? The answer to this is layered, and it has everything to do with how you, as a Stoic man, handle yourself. In this video, we're diving deep into the emotional shifts, the unspoken dynamics, and the unexpected truths behind how a woman reacts when she realizes you've pulled away. Stay with me until the end, because what you'll learn might just reshape the way you see relationships and yourself. Number 1, the chase begins. When a woman realizes you've lost interest, something primal often awakens. The chase. It's not just about winning you back, it's about the sting of rejection. Remember the story of Marcus Aurelius? He said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." When someone feels they're losing control, emotions run wild. The same applies here. In her mind, your withdrawal triggers questions. Was I not enough? Why is he pulling away? Suddenly, your indifference becomes magnetic. She may text more, call unexpectedly, or even show up in ways she never did before. But as a Stoic man, your focus should remain on yourself, not her reaction. Consider a tragedy, like a shipwrecked sailor clinging to a floating piece of wood. It's not love, it's desperation. The chase isn't about you, it's about her fear of being left behind. So instead of reacting, rise above. Let her chase if she must, but don't lose your grounding. Stoicism teaches us to stay steady amidst the storm, and that steadiness, it's your power. Number 2, attempts to test your resolve. When a woman senses you've lost interest, the next phase often begins. Testing your resolve. It's not always conscious, but it's a way to see if your shift is real or just a momentary game. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." This is your moment to stay grounded and prove your strength, not through words, but through your actions. She might challenge you emotionally, bringing up old memories, acting distant, or even trying to provoke jealousy. It's like life testing a man after a great loss. Imagine a warrior who's lost a battle. Does he crumble, or does he rise stronger, knowing the fight ahead is more significant? As a Stoic man, remember this. Her tests are not about you. They are reflections of her own insecurities. Stay calm. Be the mountain in her storm. Life's tragedies teach us that nothing outside our control should shake us. By standing firm, you not only command respect, but show her and yourself that your resolve isn't just a facade, it's unshakable. Number 3, increased effort to impress. When a woman realizes she's losing your attention, something remarkable happens. She may start putting in more effort to impress you. New looks, thoughtful gestures, sudden bursts of attention. It's her way of regaining what feels like slipping away. But here's where Stoicism offers you clarity. Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." The increased effort isn't about genuine connection. It's often a response to her fear of rejection. Think about a man who loses his wealth overnight. Does he suddenly value simplicity? Not likely. He scrambles to rebuild because the loss stings more than the thing itself. Similarly, her actions might stem from a desire to restore her sense of control. Your role? Observe without judgment. Don't let her efforts sway you from your path. Life's tragedies show us that superficial actions rarely address deeper truths. Stay composed, focus on your purpose, and don't confuse temporary effort with lasting change. The true value lies in authenticity, not appearances. Number 4, the emotional roller coaster. When a woman realizes you've lost interest, she often experiences an emotional roller coaster, moving from sadness to anger, hope to despair. These emotions, intense and raw, are her way of processing what feels like a loss of connection. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." As a Stoic man, this is your reminder to remain steady amid her emotional highs and lows. Imagine the tragedy of a soldier returning home to find everything he loved is gone. His emotions overwhelm him, but the Stoic path is clear. Accept, endure, and focus on what can be controlled. Similarly, her emotions are not yours to fix. Stay empathetic, but detached. Don't react to her swings with guilt or pride. Understand they're reflections of her internal struggle, not your actions. This steadiness will not only protect your peace, but may also show her the calm strength of a man who's truly in control of himself. Number 5, the silent observation phase. When a woman realizes your interest has faded, she may retreat into silence. But don't mistake this for indifference. It's a phase where she's carefully observing your behavior, searching for answers. Seneca once said, "Silence is a lesson learned from the tragedies of life." This quiet reflection often carries more weight than words. Think of a storm that suddenly calms. It's not over. It's regrouping, gathering strength. Similarly, her silence isn't surrender. It's her way of processing emotions and deciding her next move. As a Stoic, this is where your resolve is tested. Don't be lured into over-explaining or chasing validation. Remain steady, as Marcus Aurelius taught, focusing only on what you can control, your actions and mindset. Your calm in her silence speaks volumes and may ultimately redefine the dynamic. Number 6, attempts to spark jealousy. When a woman feels your interest fading, she may try to spark jealousy, hoping to reignite your attention. This is a natural response to rejection, a way of testing if you still care. But as Epictetus said, when someone is properly grounded in life, they shouldn't have to look outside themselves for approval. Imagine a man in a sinking ship throwing things overboard to stay afloat. These attempts, posting pictures with someone else, mentioning other men, are often rooted in insecurity, not strength. As a Stoic, don't take the bait. Jealousy is a storm of emotions, but you are the calm sea. Stay grounded, focus on what you can control, and see her actions for what they are. An emotional reaction, not a reflection of your worth. By rising above, you show true strength and mastery over yourself. Number 7, accepting and adapting. Eventually, a woman may accept your loss of interest and begin to adapt. This phase often carries a mix of sadness and growth. Marcus Aurelius said, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." For her, this acceptance is a turning point where she starts to let go of the past and focus on her future. Think of a phoenix rising from its ashes, a moment of destruction leading to rebirth. It's painful but necessary. She may focus on self-improvement, set new boundaries, or reevaluate her priorities. Tragedies in life teach us that adaptation is the only way forward. For you, this is a moment to respect her journey. As a Stoic man, accept this change without judgment or regret. Let it remind you of your own growth, your ability to adapt and stay focused on your purpose. Acceptance for both of you is not an end. It's the beginning of a stronger, wiser self. Number 8, reflecting on your own journey. As the dust settles, it's time to reflect on your own journey. When a woman realizes you've lost interest, it can feel like an emotional storm. But what about your role in the story? Marcus Aurelius reminds us, look within. Within is the fountain of good, and it will ever bubble up if thou wilt ever dig. This is your moment to dig deeper. Reflect on your choices. Were you honest? Did you act with integrity? Life's tragedies often reveal our blind spots. Just as a warrior studies past battles to improve, you must evaluate your actions, not to dwell on mistakes, but to grow from them. Maybe her response taught you something about yourself. Perhaps it revealed patterns, fears, or emotional triggers you hadn't noticed. Use this phase as an opportunity to strengthen your character. A Stoic's journey isn't about avoiding pain. It's about learning to transform it into wisdom, becoming the master of your fate. Remember, growth comes from facing challenges with resilience and self-control. If you're ready to build inner strength and live with purpose, subscribe to Stoic Stand and join a community focused on mastering the self. Stay grounded and strong,